What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lucid Daily, and I'm recording on my MacBook Pro, so hopefully the audio comes out okay. There was a ton of important things that came out with Lucid today that I think we actually need to talk about because they will be going into Q3, Q4, and possibly even Q1. And I feel actually like I got the COVID booster yesterday because I'm traveling to Europe in a couple of weeks, and I feel absolutely terrible. But I wanted to bring this video to you guys because I do think it's important. So let's go ahead and dive into a couple of key things and we'll talk about what it means, what I think about it, and how it'll affect the company going forward. So let's go ahead and get started. Very first off, Lucid was up today 0.7%. They were up, like it was relatively considered a flat day considering how volatile the market has been. And then you also had Tesla down 0.4%. So between Lucid and Tesla, they traded relatively flat today. So you can say that they both traded within the market. So next, we're going to get into something that was originally posted on Twitter by Lucid Insider, but I went ahead and dug through the blog of the Lucid owners and I found some interesting things. So this person, this user right here, mnewbear1, said my reservation says Q4 now. So my guess is that despite being told by Lucid and my sales advisor that my car would enter production in Q3, it will likely be Q4 and not delivered until well into next year at this rate. And as you can see, he has his Lucid Air reservation. Again, these aren't like official documents, but this is as close as we can get to be official Lucid numbers without actually having Lucid leak anything or publish anything regarding this information. So you can see that his model is the Lucid Air Touring, and if you don't know, there's the Dream Edition, there's the Grand Touring, there's the Air Touring, there's the Touring, and then there's the Pure. So this is the second to the bottom in terms of production. The Pure would be the last up for production. And we're going to talk about why this is so important. The Lucid Air, it says it's not going to be available until Q4 of 2022. Now, I don't know exactly when he ordered this, but he joined in January 22nd, 2022. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ordered it around there, maybe a little bit before that. And then another user today at 4 o'clock, 4:42 exactly, said that 2022 Q4 for me too. But he said the first half of 2023 is honestly when I'm expecting it. So you can start to see that the Lucid Air, the Touring owners, so not the Dream Editions, have all been delivered to the people that are going to get them. I'm very confident. Then you have the Grand Touring, which are the vehicles that they are delivering. Then you have the Air Touring, which it looks like they're going to get them either Q4 or early Q1 of 2023. Sorry, we don't want 2024. No. But the reason that really stinks is it means the Air Pure is getting pushed back later. And I've made a couple of videos talking about how important the Air Pure is for Lucid, and they're going to get there. We have to understand that these, even Elon saying, I heard an interview from Elon today talking about how difficult it is how difficult the supply chain shortage is right now and how slow they're ramping up their factories. So we can kind of get a gauge that if Tesla, like the biggest electric vehicle auto manufacturer, is suffering and having supply chain issues, then you can imagine that the smaller guys are getting affected by it too. So, but this is where things get a little bit conflicting, is because this guy's like, hey, this was also today. So this is all things that were posted within the last 24 hours, which I think is important to consider. It says my Pure also says Q4. I'm not sure how accurate this is. So either Lucid's not updating their design or these specific trim levels, like maybe the black or maybe the glass canopy or maybe the wheel or maybe it's the interior. There may be elements within the Air Touring that they're like, we can't get these supplies until Q4, but they still may be able to push out the Air Pure until Q4. Or if you want to think kind of negative about it, then maybe they just haven't updated it yet. Something interesting, I actually went to Lucid's website today and it was down for like 4 or 5 minutes. So I just thought it was interesting. Like the one day I go check on their website, it was down. Lucid Insider also talked about the cost to lease a Lucid Air. Now, I was pretty curious about this. I was looking for the financing. And it looks like today's the first time we got a little bit of a sneak peek here. The paragraph says you can see the Lucid Air Grand Touring priced at its original price of $140,500 with 15,000 miles annually. 48-month lease term with $10,000 down minus the $7,500 tax credit, which is awesome to apply to a lease. You are paying $13,071 at signing and a monthly lease payment of about $2,000. So leasing a Lucid looks like it costs around $2,000. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe a Model X also is around $2,000. Let me just check here. I'm just curious at this point. A Model X is around, like, I'm just doing super, like, all the base models continue to payment. The base model is, the loan is 1,800, the lease is 1,800 as well. So relatively similar. So Lucid's $200 a month more than a Model X, which I think is just interesting. Obviously, the cheaper the car, the more these prices are going to come down, where they can be competitive. But we also do know they have a lot of reservations that they need to fill before we can start like worrying about like competitiveness, which is fine. Like it's a good thing that we have these orders to fill, which it looks like it's going to take us. I don't know. So we'll talk about that when we get closer to earnings. Bears Workshop's going to do a flyover tomorrow. So hopefully we can do I can kind of review it with you guys and tell you what I think. So Lucid Insider then posted this, which I thought was actually really insightful. I haven't ever thought about it like this, so I thought it was interesting. So this is what he thinks is his theory map based on some information that he's received. He thinks this green lot right here is the cars that are ready to be delivered. And the yellow lot right here is waiting for parts or inspection or things like that. I don't know if it's waiting for an inspection. I think it's more waiting for parts, fit and finish, and things like that, where they can do the fit and finish work inside of here, possibly. Or it's like final inspection. It could be final inspections. Like it's just anybody's guess at this point. And then these cars, he thinks that they're demo or studio cars. I don't know how. That's like a lot of studio cars, and I believe they have like 40 or 50, maybe 60 studios. Let me see if I can do a quick Google. How many studios does Lucid have? How many studios does Lucid have? Let's see. They have 20 plus service centers. That was January 2025. So I can't remember how many they've announced since then, but 21 studios as of January. So we could say, let's just say 30 studios. That's a lot more than 30 cars. I don't think that that is exactly what they're being used for. It may be like a test drive. I have no idea what these cars are for. It may just be like overflow of this lot, or like fit and finish, and then this is inspection. I don't know. So that's something that we'll keep an eye on. Bears Workshop again is doing a flyover tomorrow. Here's the final picture without the colors on it. This is from Bears Workshop. He does a great job. Lucid Insider is also doing a really good job at staying up to date with the inside information that it's not normally public. So I think he does a good job over there, or she does a good job. And you're starting to see a ton of cars. I have not counted these. Hopefully, Bears Workshop will give us a little bit of a count tomorrow. No, I normally would count these, but I feel terrible right now. So yeah, I'm going to be extremely curious to see what Lucid does in terms of deliveries tomorrow. I'm going to feel a lot better. So hopefully we can go over a spreadsheet and kind of map out what it looks like, how many deliveries they could be hitting, what the expectation is, what analysts are expecting, and everything like that. So that was what I saw. Again, Lucid was relatively flat today. Just to kind of give a brief touch on the macro environment. Jerome Powell spoke today. We had a little bit of a green rally in the morning, and then when Jerome Powell was speaking, things kind of flattened out. I have actually not been able to research what Jerome Powell said this morning, so hopefully I'll get to that after I get to feeling better. I'm going to be posting on this channel as well as my main channel. I have big plans for the main channel, and I'm excited for that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to be better about doing more of a formal video like this rather than just on my phone. I appreciate your guys' patience with me thus far, as it has been a crazy period. I am traveling to Europe in about 2 weeks, so that may be a little bit more run and gun. But every 24 hours, I have no idea what the time overlaps will be, but every 24 hours I will still release a Lucid daily episode, because that's important for me to provide to you guys. I have had people ask me how they can support the channel. If you want to support the channel, consider checking the join button down below, and we can do a course member live stream or anything like that. Not a course member live stream, a channel member live stream if you want to do that. And yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. And like always, I appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.